How's your week going? Does it feel long even though it's only Tuesday? I'm with you. So I'm Linda and this is Lily Bugs Library, so welcome. And today we're going to talk about my September TBR. And I can't even believe I'm saying that because I feel like where did the summer go? But here we are. So one thing I did find was that it's series September, and Krista from BooksAndJams and Sarah from Sarah's Nightstand are doing series September, and they have a few prompts that you can use. Although they said there's no series police, so you can kind of use them loosely, which I'm sure I will. But they've got quite a few. They've got you can see more about it on either of their channels, which I'll link below. So they have moody and dark, an illustrated cover, fall colors on the cover, light academia vibes, bold type, blue tones, forest or nature, beautiful cover, and cozy vibes only. So those are pretty broad categories, so I think we'll be okay. So the first one I chose for series September is a series I want to start, because I know this is to kind of go forward in your series that you're already reading, but I can make my own rules. So this one is by Courtney Drydale, and I believe that's Cortagonist Courtney on BookTube. And she has one out called Deadly Drafts, so I'm really interested in reading that. It says where books, crafts, and murder go hand in hand. So I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it's about Addie Doyle, who went back to Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, and she's trying to start a new chapter in her life. And then her former best friend and worst enemy turns up dead just before her wedding, so she has to solve that murder. And then the next one I'm going to read is called Cat Trick, and it's by Sophie Kelly, and it's one of the magical cat mysteries, which I've been working on now for a while, so this is probably the fourth or fifth book in that series. And it's about Kathleen Paulson. She's a small town librarian, and she has two cats, one named Hercules and one named Owen. And both have very big personalities, and they both can do magical things. So they tend to help her solve the murders that she gets caught up in. So the next one is one that one of my subscribers recommended. So I'm going to start this one. It's called Death by Darjeeling by Laura Childs. And it's the first in the Tea Shop Mysteries. So I'm going to give that one a try and see what I think of it. So it says it's tea for 200 or so at the annual Historic Homes Garden Party. And Theodosia, I think that's right, is an event caterer, and she's busy serving steaming teas and blackberry scones while guests sing her praises. But the sweet smell of success turns to suspense when an esteemed guest is found dead. So that one sounds really good as well. The next one is one that I have been working on. Well, I say that. I've read one book in it, and that was practically 2 years ago. So I don't know how much I'm actually working on it. But that's what this is for. So it's called Dip Pens, Descendants, and Dirty Deals. And it's it's number 2 in the Paper Crafts Club mystery. And it has Katie in it, who's just returned from a weekend away, only to find another dead body right under her window and the beautiful ring missing from her drawer. So it sounds like that could be interesting. And then I have read a few of these ones. It's the Bow Wow Bakery series. It's called the Doggy Bakery Cozy Mysteries. And it's Posh Pooch Peril and the Bow Wow Bakery. And it says, in Glenwood Falls, Sophie Harrington's life is turned upside down when a flood devastates her new apartment. While her fiancé, Officer Ray, is busy hosting guests, she finds refuge at the luxurious, pet-friendly Fraser Hotel, all thanks to her best friend Winks, the head chef. While they're enjoying their luxurious retreat, they revel in the poolside parade of the rich and famous until a celebrity's expensive jewels disappear. And the plot thickens when the hotel's demanding manager is found dead floating in the pool. So that one sounds exciting. I don't think I'd want to stay at that hotel. The next one I've been looking forward to. It's called A Matter of Hive and Death by Nancy Coco. And I don't know what the name of the series is. And it's too small. I think it's called the Oregon Honeycomb Mysteries, maybe? It's tiny in the little picture I printed, so I can't say for sure, but I think that's right. So this one takes place in the town of Ocean View on the Oregon coast, and it's time for the annual UFO festival. So Aunt Eloise tries out alien costumes on their Havana brown cat Everett, and Wren is off to meet with a bee wrangler, her go-to guy for local fruit tree honey. But when she arrives, he's lying on the ground amidst destroyed hives and a swarm of angry bees. The bees didn't kill him, but a blow to the head did. So that one sounds interesting and intriguing. And then the next one is the next in the Shady Hollow series. I've read the first one, and I've read like one of the 0.5 ones that's for like Christmas or Halloween or something. So this one is called Cold Clay. Says it's autumn in Shady Hollow and the residents are looking forward to harvest feasts, but then a rabbit discovers a grisly crop, the bones of a moose. So they have to figure out what happened there. I love that it takes place in fall. That'll fit right in. And then the next one is Crust No One, which I already actually finished. I managed to get it. It arrived at the library, and I got it on audio and finished it already. So this one was about Ivy Culpepper, and she's an apprentice at East of Eden, and she talks to these women that come into the bakery all the time, and she calls them the Blackbird ladies. And there's been some a guy that she used to date, Miguel. He comes at her and starts talking about this guy that he knows that ends up disappearing, and they don't know why, whether it was financial troubles or whether something happened. And so they get involved in that mystery. I won't tell you any more than that because we'll be talking about it in a few days. And the last one is was also, I think, from someone recommending it to me, and it was Murder, She Burked. And I think by Krista Davis, and I think they actually recommended the second book in the series, but I'll read the first one first. So this one's about Holly Miller, and she has no job. Her boyfriend's former flame is sniffing around, and a scruffy but lovable Jack Russell Terrier is scattering crumbs all over her borrowed car. Just when things thought she couldn't get worse, a troubling phone call about her grandmother sends her rushing home. And then while she's there, one of the employees at the inn has been killed in a hit-and-run accident, which is looking anything but accidental. So that one sounds like it's got a lot of excitement in it. So those are what I plan on reading for Series September. And as I read them, we'll put them in the little spots in the little bingo board that we've got going on here. I kind of have a general idea where they're going to go, but we'll make it work. And will I get to all those? I don't know. It's hard to say. I've been super tired lately, which makes it hard to make videos or do anything. Work is taking a lot out of me. I'm enjoying it, but it's a lot. And then, you still have life to deal with, right? So I just made a blueberry crumble for dessert tonight. So I, managed to get that done. So now I'm going to rest for a little bit before I have to start supper. Nice day out. I mean, by the looks of it, I haven't been out, but it looks like it's nice. I've got the windows open, and it feels good. So had some rain the other day, which we desperately needed. So that was great. And as for what else is going on, we've been watching a few things. We've been watching MasterChef. We've been watching Alone, which just finished, and I think MasterChef is almost finished. And we've been watching The Good Place, which a friend of my husband's recommended it, and we're really enjoying it, so we've been watching that. And what I'm listening to right now, I'm listening to Accomplice to the Villain, which I have been so excited that it came out because I really enjoyed the first two, and I was just on pins and needles waiting for this one, so really enjoying it so far. And I think that's about it. So I hope everybody's having a good day. It's only Tuesday, but we're getting there, and hope you're enjoying your time. And remember that at least in Canada and the U.S., and I think the UK, it's Labor Day coming up. So time for the kids to go back to school. Time to have that last hurrah before summer kind of ends. I know it doesn't officially end then, but it kind of feels like it when kids go back to school and, the leaves start to change and things start to settle into fall. So I love summer, but I'm looking forward to fall too. So hope you have a great day. Talk to you soon, friends. Bye-bye.